So it has come to my attention that there are a lot of you guys out there who are still a lower level or you haven't maxed your traders yet. And that's what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We are going to be going over how you can be questing more efficiently, that way you can level up faster and max your traders. So strap in and let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, I just want to thank you guys for all the support and the encouragement from the last video. It really motivates me to make better and better content for you guys. So thank you to everybody who subscribed and liked the last video. It really means a lot as we try to continue to grow. So thank you again. Now back to the video. When it comes to questing and escape from Tarkov, a lot of players either love it or they hate it. There are some players out there extremely experienced in the game and they just power through all the quests at the beginning of the wipe, and you will see that they have max traders within a week or two. Yes, the big reason that they can accomplish this is they have a lot of time to play, but that's not the only reason. Another huge reason why they can power through the quests like this is because they know how to quest efficiently. They know all the quests, they know the quest items you're going to need to turn in, and they can get it done in an effective and efficient manner. But how do they do that? Well, in order to do that, let's break down the quest. In my opinion, there are 3 different types of quests that go on in Tarkov. There are the find and raid items quest, the grab and go quest, and the shooter quest. The find and raid items quests are pretty self-explanatory. They require you to go and bring back specific items that are found in raid to be turned into traders. The grab and go quests, as I like to call them, are ones that require you to go to a specific location on the map, grab an item and extract, or mark different items such as tankers, radio towers, ambulance, and things like that. The shooter quests just require you to kill different things within the game, whether it be scavs, PMCs, rogues, or raiders. Once you break down the quest, what I like to do, provide a strategy that allows you to make as much progress as you can on as many different quests as possible every single raid. Because I know there's a lot of you guys out there who can only play a couple hours per day, and this video is perfect for those players because it allows you to maximize the amount of progress you can make with the limited time that you have to play. To start things off, let's talk about the find and raid items quest. Now these quests are quests that I tend to not focus on as much. And the reason being is the majority of these items, you're going to just find these items can be found pretty easily throughout every single raid. And as long as you're filling your backpack and getting out, then you will accumulate a good amount of these items just from playing. And to help you guys out, I am going to be linking down in the description what all items you're going to be needing for quests. That way you can start hoarding the quest items in your stash to be turned in later on once you unlock these quests. If you hoard these items and you turn them in as soon as you unlock those quests, it saves you a ton of time and hassle from going in and trying to find these specific items in the raid when you already have accumulated these items over time. Another thing about most of these items are they can be crafted in the hideout. Depending on your hideout level, you can craft the majority of these items, such as saliwas, morphines, gas analyzers, a bunch of military tech, graphics cards, defibrillators, all sorts of things. So if you can start upgrading your hideout and crafting these items and storing them away in your stash, so whenever you unlock these quests, that's going to save you a ton of time and eliminate the headache of trying to find these items. Because every single raid you go into, you never know which items you're going to get. It's all RNG, and sometimes you'll find these items and sometimes you won't. So if you can eliminate that RNG as much as you can, that's going to lead you to a much greater success and save you a ton of time. But if you are going to try to find some of these items in raid, and what I like to do is I like to try to find them on my scav runs. If you're looking for something like flash drives or something, don't waste time on your PMC going into raids and looting filing cabinets or computers. Do that on your scav runs. A lot of these filing cabinets and things like that won't be hit by PMCs because it takes a ton of time. So if you can use your scav runs to go hit these things and try to find these items, then that's going to save you a ton of time and effort that could be used on your PMC, focus on other quests. Which brings us to our next category, the grab and go quest. Now the grab and go quests seem like they're going to be the easiest quests for you to do, as the quest items are always in the same spot. All you need to do is go grab them and then survive and extract. But sometimes it's not that simple. I know I received a bunch of comments in the last video saying how they thought that players are camping these specific quest locations, but in my experience in the game, I haven't ran across any players specifically camping these locations. I just think that these quest locations are always in the high contested areas of the map because that's where all the good loot is, and that's where a lot of players who are also questing need to go in order to complete their quest. But I could be wrong. Maybe some players are camping these quest locations Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you ever get camped when you're trying to complete a quest? But one thing I like to do to eliminate that factor is as soon as the raid starts, I don't go immediately to these quest locations. The reason being is because these quest locations are highly contested, like I said. Most of the players are going to be rushing these areas to try to get the high value loot or to complete their own quests. And if you're not that skilled in the game, then chances are you're probably going to die in the process of trying to grab your quest item. So what I recommend is as soon as the raid starts, go around the outside of the map, go loot some stashes, go mark your tankers, go around killing different scouts for other quests or something like that. Don't go to these high contested quest locations for at least 10 to 15 minutes. After 10 to 15 minutes, those locations should have cooled down by now and you should be safe to go and grab your quest item and then get out. I do this a ton whenever I'm doing my shoreline quests because I know the resort has a ton of quests involved with it, and I know there's constantly players running throughout the resort. So what I like to do is I like to go hit stashes on the outside of the map, go around killing scavs, trying to complete other quests in the process of waiting. And then once I think that the resort has cooled down, then I will go there, I'll grab as many quest items as I can, and then get out. If you do this, combined with killing scavs and looting stashes, then you're multiplying your progress that you're making towards your quest by 3. Hitting the stashes gives you a bunch of different quest items because they have random loot pools, as well as killing scavs as part of other quest lines. And adding on top of that, you're going to go to your quest locations for your grab and goes and surviving and extracting to turn those quest items in. You're making progress on 3 different types of quests, all in the same raid, and that's the best way to maximize the efficiency every single raid. Even if you can only play a couple hours a day, if you're making progress on multiple quests at once, then you're still going to be ahead of most players in the game who aren't doing this. There are probably a ton of players out there who just try to get 1 quest done per raid, and that's just not the most efficient way of doing things. You want to make the most amount of effort as you can to doing the most you can every single raid. As long as you're doing that, then you should be leveling up significantly faster than what you were before. The last type of quest that I want to give advice on is the shooter quest. And I want to give advice for the PMC portion of this. Trying to kill PMCs with all these different loadouts and all this different gear that you're required to wear can be pretty difficult and pretty frustrating. So what I recommend is, if you can, wear the gear that you need to use for that quest, but don't worry about going out of your way to kill PMCs. If you come across a PMC and you can kill them, then take the easy shots, but continue to do your other quests and ignore your PMC quest. Those can wait until later on, whenever you've accumulated more money and you leveled up your traders more. That way you can get better gear, better attachments for your guns, and it's going to make the process of killing PMCs a whole lot easier when they are all still just using stock SKSs with iron sights. And you have something with a high powered scope where you can pick them off from a distance without them even knowing you're there. Ignoring those quests for now, leveling up your traders is, in my opinion, the best way to do things. That way you will be at an advantage whenever you're trying to do your PMC kills. Other than that, just be patient when trying to attempt these PMC kills. They will eventually come. It's just a matter of timing and luck. I hope this video has helped some of you guys out who are struggling to level up in this game. If you're still watching at this point, make sure to leave a like and comment down below what your favorite part was. Also, if you are enjoying my content, please consider subscribing because there will be more Tarkov content coming in the future. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.